Before you hear the rest of the conversation, you have some time to look at questions 7 to 10. Now listen carefully and answer questions 7 to 10.
I was wondering if I could take out some books today.
I'm afraid not. As I said, Dale, you're free to use all our resources, but you will have to wait for your card to be issued before you can take any books home.
I see. By the way, seeing that I've never been a member of a public library, would you mind informing me about some of your rules and regulations?
Well, our loan period is 2 weeks. The due date, when an item must be brought back, in other words, is stamped inside the back cover of our books and magazines, and on the back cover of our DVDs and CDs. If an item is returned late, you'll have to pay a delayed loan fee. These fees are charged in order to discourage members from keeping materials for too long. The money that's collected is used to buy more materials and improve the library's facilities, so the delayed loan fees are put to good use.
How much will I have to pay if I don't bring a book back on time?
The fee is 10 cents a day per item, and 2 weeks after the due date, we send you a reminder by email. That's why I asked you for your email address earlier.
I'm a teacher at the high school here. Would I be permitted to invite my students to use the library facilities? As a group, I mean? It would be good for them to learn how to use the library, and it would help them with their research for school projects.
Yes, we welcome children and encourage them to come to the library. For school groups, we don't allow over 30 children at a time, though. The student's teacher must reserve a meeting room at least 3 days before the planned visit, and the teacher must be with the students at all times. If the teacher wants to make educational presentations, audiovisual equipment must be reserved 3 days in advance, too.
That sounds pretty straightforward.
Yes, we try not to complicate things here, Dale. However, your school group won't be allowed to return to the library if they misbehave in any way. It's our responsibility to see that the library is a pleasant, orderly, and safe place for all its members to enjoy. But we need your help when you bring in a school group.
Just tell me what the rules are, and I'll ensure my students are aware of them and behave appropriately.
Loud discussions and disruptive behavior inside the library are strictly forbidden. The same goes for food and drinks. Another thing I must emphasize is that we have a cell phone policy in the library. When entering the library, everybody must set their cell phone settings to silent or vibrate. If anyone wants to place a call, they may do so in the entrance lobby only.
Well, you've been a great help, and it sounds like your library will be a great benefit to me and my students.
That is the end of section 1. You now have half a minute to check your answers. Now turn to section 2.